All right, since it's been a chapter, since Samuel had his glory or whatever, right? I decided might as well be a good time to say how strong he's gotten, right? Even though, really, I say we need one more good fight out of him. I mean, at the same time, Lookism power scaling makes no sense, right? He does this shit, which should put him far above most crew heads by this point. Even realistically, Jake, right? He did much better against the number three, the Hong Kong dude, than Jake did against the number two, to be fair. Like, Jake, he's done. Samuel can still fight. Heck, I would love to see him go fight Pachon next. I mean, and I think could do some damage considering Pachon said the other dude that Samuel practically negged, or at least low diff. That means Samuel called him his bitch at that point. I'm sorry, but hey, you have to admit that's like as close to a no diff as possible, right? After he got the hormone boost, um, he said that dude that Samuel beat and called a bitch was like he forced Pachon to use his full power. I'm guessing it's just full power as in maybe with like one finger or no weapons, something like that, right? Still, it scales Samuel possibly above lineman for now, sadly. But Samuel is tough right now. I'd say he performed better than Jake. However, I don't know because at the same time, Chinese Ollie, right? He could possibly have been way stronger than Hong Kong dude. Even though me personally, I think they were pretty much even. From their little interaction, neither seemed scared of the other, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. But Samuel has to be tough right now, right? I, Apparently, they say PTG plans to have all of Goo's secret friends get a buff. And hey, I'm telling you right now, Logan Lee, do not look down on this man. I'm telling you, he is a threat. I'm going to make a video on this man. I don't know why everyone's just ignoring him right now. But I personally believe he's going to be a massive danger in the future. If PTG knows what he's doing writing style. And I would love to see it. Not gonna lie. I mean, hopefully Daniel kills him this time. But, stuff happens. So, yeah. Coming back to Samuel, I do believe he's stronger than Jake. I'm probably gonna make a video on Jake too. I do think it's like, sure, I say Samuel is most likely stronger than Jake due to how easy he dispatched of his opponent compared to Jake. God damn, relax. But Jake could possibly beat Samuel at the same time. It's matchups at the same time. You know what I mean? His conviction shit probably could get to Samuel, weaken him, do the same thing he did to Chinese dude, and maybe get to him. But overall, 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I'll say, I'd give it to Samuel. He'd probably win against Jake right now. Now, where does that put him crew head wise? Not above Johan, not yet, of course. I do think he's the second strongest. I do think he's at a point where he should be able to one-shot Eli, right? I mean, if Eli ever comes back to the story, I wouldn't be surprised if PTG makes him even with Samuel somehow, which wouldn't make sense considering Claw Dude, who was practically fodder, right? Claw Dude, the same dude that got one-shotted by a non-trying Jegyeona, right? Was putting hands on Eli, even beating his ass, okay? Now we're at a point where that same Jegyeona was kind of getting pushed by your average grunt, okay? Your freaking 1,000 leader, 100 squad leader, whatever the fuck. I'm sure he's holding back a bunch, but he did not try against Claw Dude. You can't tell me he did. He just gave him one kick to the face and like sat on him. I'm sorry, but that was as close as a neg diff as possible. So Eli should be neg diff to the Canadian boy too, technically, maybe even lower. And I don't think Samuel is. From the feats I've got, I think Samuel could give Canadian boy a good fight. Sure, we don't have enough feats from Canadian boy to say he could beat Samuel, in my opinion, right now. I'm sure we will get it though, because I'm sure you guys skills above, Hong Kong dude, Chinese dude, whatever. If they fight, we'll know. And at the same time, I think honestly he's going to get a little shot at Pachon, and Pachon's going to be pretty surprised. So yeah, I do hope we get more Samuel feats. I do think right now this places him easily easily high king tier along with Taesu Gongseob. It would make sense if he's stronger by now, considering, you know, James Lee claimed that two of the 10,000 leaders, so the Chinese doing the other one, if they fought all the kings that Kitai recruited, they would have won, right? They would have been what they needed to beat them, really. And Samuel kind of low diffed one of them. I honestly, aside for the painless hacks or whatever, I honestly see Samuel beating both at the same time, right? Unless Chinese Bald Ollie was like way stronger than Hong Kong dude, which I don't think is the case, as I said earlier. So yeah, I'd say he beats all the kings there, and I don't see Taesu or Gong Seop doing that solo. Together, yeah, 100% they do that. But solo, I don't think. I mean, maybe, but they're probably garbage. All the kings there, if I'm being honest. There's zero scaling for them. We just know they're kings by chance, practically. So yeah, basically what I would say. In Gen 2 right now, I have Samuel above Lil Daniel, right? He's honestly, I think he might lose to Lil UI Daniel. Hard to scale Lil UI Daniel, so I can't say for sure. I have this Samuel above. Probably crazy to say. I know. I have him above perfect base Daniel and crazy big Daniel. Considering crazy big Daniel still got beat by Jayona and everything, you know. Yeah, honestly, Daniel, he's weird. He can go from like a threat to a top tier to being contested by your speed group. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. I don't know how the fuck those three survived against him, considering Pachon was able to just poke the hole for all of them. But hey, Big Daniel, bro, the king of throwing fights. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Basically, as I said, Samuel most likely stronger than Jake currently. I will put him very high tier in the king category. I do think maybe he's Taejin level right now, unconfirmed, because we don't know if we've seen everything Taejin can do, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he's still hiding something, because he's going to be Vinjin's final opponent probably. And Vinjin, being the son of a legend, should be tested when he fights Taejin. So yeah, that's going to be it. Thank y'all for listening to some, I guess, us giving Samuel the credit he deserves, right? I'll do one on Jake, most likely, and maybe Pachon. I had one out on Pachon, but honestly, I forgot to upload it, and now it's kind of outdated. I'll remake one with the new feats we've seen from Pachon and send it out probably this week. I'll try to upload once a day now. So yeah, thank y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Adios.